Hello, good afternoon. I can see Suza. Suza is here. Tunde is here. So you are welcome to today's facilitation. We're also expecting others to join us. We're
Thank you,
expecting
sir.
others. How are you, Suza?
I'm fine, thank you.
Amen. Thank you. God bless you.
Amen.
We are still waiting others to join. But then let's just rehearse on what we did last time. Remember that last week we worked on uh, we did introduction and then theories of evolution. We also looked at the two theories, theory of divine creation and the theory of organic evolution. Divine creation states that every living organism is created by a supernatural being. Then we also looked at theory of organic evolution that said that organisms are created from organic molecules that join together to form organisms, from the unicellular organism to multicellular organisms. Then we also looked at population genetics. We define population as a group of organisms of the same species living together in a given habitat and must reproduce. We also define allele. Allele is just one of the pairs of genes that controls a given character. Each of the pair of genes that controls a given character is known as allele. While the complete pair is called what? Allelemorphs. So allelemorphs is a pair of genes that controls a given character. While each of the pair is called what? An allele. Like capital T is an allele. Capital T is allelemorphs. Capital T, small t is allelemorphs. Capital T is an allele. Small t is an allele. Capital B is an allelemorphs. Capital B alone is an allele. Capital B, small b, b is allelemorphs. Capital B is an allele. Small b is an allele. Then we also now discuss what we call the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium states that the frequency of allelic frequency and genotypic frequency remain constant from generation to generation, provided that certain conditions are involved. Certain conditions are involved. And what are that conditions? One is that the population is large. Two is that mating is random. Three is that there is no mutation. Four is that there is no immigration or emigration. And then fourth is that the generation do not overlap and all genotypes are equally fertile. That's what we did. Then we have an equation of allelic frequency. The equation of allelic frequency is P plus Q is equal to 1. P plus Q is equal to 1. Then the equation of Hardy-Weinberg, P squared plus Q squared plus 2PQ is equal to P squared plus what? 2PQ plus Q squared is equal to 1. That is Hardy-Weinberg equation. Now, we also mention factors that can affect gene frequency. Factors that can affect gene frequency. One is natural selection. Two is genetic drift. Three is gene flow. Four is mutation. Five is non-random mating. Then six is population bottlenecks. These are factors that can affect allele gene frequency. Today, we are going to look at week 2. So in week 2, we are going to look at heredity and variations. Heredity and genetic variations. Heredity and genetic variations. We start from the word heredity. What is heredity? Heredity is tendency of offspring, tendency of an organism to resemble the parents and the siblings. I know you resemble your parents, either your father or your mother or one of your siblings. That is what we call the word heredity. the tendency of organisms to resemble their parents or one another. That is what we call what? Heredity. So heredity indicate that you resemble maybe your parents or your siblings, or you resemble your grandmother or your grandfather. So it is possible for you to go and resemble your grandmother to grandfather, grandmother, grandfather. That is heredity. And what makes organism to resemble one another or to resemble their parents is gene. Gene. So gene is a unit of inheritance. So if, for instance, you marry now and have a wife, if you have my wife becomes pregnant and have a baby, then you find out that the baby will resemble you or your child or your mother or your wife. The reason is that when reproduction was taking place during fertilization, the sperm comes from the father, the egg comes from the mother. The sperm contains the gene of the father, the egg contains the gene of the mother. So when they mix up, when they fertilize, they form the organism, which now contains the character of the father and the mother. And it is possible for one of them to dominate. So sometimes you see a child resembling the father 100%. That means the gene of the father is what? Dominant. Sometimes you see a child resemble the mother 100%. That means the gene of the mother is what? Dominant. And so the dominant gene is called dominant character. And so, and the one that is dominated is called recessive character. So you have dominant character and recessive character. The recessive character does not mean that it has disappeared. In the subsequent generation, that character that is suppressed can come up again. So that is heredity. And what makes organisms to resemble one another is the gene. Then the next thing is variation. What is variation? Variation is the tendency of an organism to be different from one another and that of the parents. So you can now see that you have heredity and what? Variation. You have heredity and variation. Then we look at what we have defined allele. Allele is each pair of gene that controls. For example, that character like tallness, there's a gene that controls it. We can use capital T to represent it, or capital T small t. If you use capital T, that is homozygous tall, or capital T small t, that means heterozygous what? Tall. Do you understand? So that's what we are. So that dominant gene can be either homozygous or heterozygous. That recessive gene, most of the times, are homozygous. So like small t is the gene that controls what? Shortness. And it is what? Homozygous short. So, but we have also what we call phenotype, the physical appearance of an organism. For example, if you are tall, the phenotype is tallness. If you are black, your phenotype is black. If you are huge, your phenotype is huge. If you are slim, your phenotype is slim. If you are fair in complexion, your phenotype is fair in complexion. If you are very black, your phenotype is black. If an orange is yellow, the yellow fruit, the phenotype is yellow. Do you understand? So the phenotype is the physical appearance of an individual. You may be a dwarf. Your phenotype is what? Dwarf, because you are too short. So that is phenotype. So phenotype is the physical appearance of an individual. So once you see an individual, you see how the individual look up. That is the phenotype of the individual. It's different from genotype. What is genotype? Genotype is the genetic makeup of an individual. For example, you may be AS, or you may be AA, or you may be AS, or SS. Nobody knows whether you are AA or AS, because genotype no dey show for face. So the genetic appearance, the genetic constitution of an individual, you cannot know it by looking at the individual. So because this one is in the gene, you need to analyze the gene to be able to find out. That's why your blood is collected. You go to the hospital. They will test you and show whether you are AA or what? AS. or even SS. Do you understand? Some people may not even know that they are SS until when they are tested. So that is the genotype. Do you understand? So that is it. So the genetic constitution of an individual is the what? The genotype. While the physical appearance of an individual is the phenotype. Then, of course, you have defined recessive character and dominant character. Dominant character is that character that dominates. Character that appear is the dominant character. Meanwhile, the character that is subdued is called the recessive character, or character that doesn't appear. Then you have what to call heritable characters, character that can be what? Transmitted. Heritable or transmittable what? Character. Transmittable character or heritable character. Now let me ask you, can you tell me the character that you can inherit from your parents? Tell me. Tunde, tell me character that you can inherit from your parents. Tope, tell me. Toshine, you also tell me. Godwin, what? Just give me one character that you can inherit from your parents.
Okay.
Yes? Character that is transmittable. Can you tell me?
Like
Stubbornness.
when
Yeah?
blackness, that's your skin color.
Color, yes, skin color, very good. Eye color, the same thing.
Height.
Height, the same thing. Ear shape, nose shape,
Eye shape. Eye shape.
eye color. Do you
The
understand?
way you used to your
Behavior.
voice,
Voice,
speaking
yes,
voice.
voice is transmitted. Very good. Yes. Appearance. What of character? Character. The way you behave. Is it
Boldness.
Okay, maybe
Boldness.
anger.
anger? Very good. Lifespan. Do you know that there are some families that can stay up to 100 years?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They are known
Even
for staying for a long period of time.
so even this condition can be one of the character that can be inherited.
You say what?
Disease condition like high blood pressure.
BP, yes. You can inherit that. Do you understand? It's heritable. Sugar. I hope you understand. Sugar level can be inherited. I hope you know that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Then what of non-transmittable character? Character that cannot be transmitted. Tell me. It's not possible for you to inherit that character. Skills. I hope you understand. If your mother is a teller, is it transmittable that once you are born, you become a teller?
No, you must learn it. You must
You must learn it. Very good. Can you give me more examples? Leadership. If your father is a leader, I hope you understand. Is it automatic that once you are born, you become a leader?
No.
What other characters can?
Now wait, money. You having money is not inherited.
Having money is not inherited because your father may be a millionaire, and when you grow up, you become as poor as a church rat. Except he keeps some valuable material for you, but you can sell them off. Do you understand? In your behavior, in your extravagant behavior, you may sell all of them off and become a poor person. I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have now known what you mean transmittable characters and non-transmittable characters. Now, what we need to understand now is chromosome. Have you heard of the word chromosome?
I've heard of it.
Yes. Chromosome is a rod-like substance contained inside the what? The nucleus of the cell. And this rod-like substance contains the what? The genes. So the genes are embedded on the chromosome. I hope you know that. And if you bring a human being now and bring one cell of any human being, There is specific number of chromosomes in that human cell, in that body cell, 46 number. And they are in pairs, 23 pairs. So they stay in pairs. So chromosome is a rod-like substance that contains the what? The genes that are inside the what? The nucleus of the cell. I hope you understand. And then you have Y chromosome and X chromosome. Do you know that? Y chromosome and
Yes,
what?
sir.
X chromosome.
X chromosome.
Yes, the
Yes.
X chromosome determines what? Female gender. I hope you understand.
Gender. Yes,
Because
sir.
during reproduction, there are some of the sperms are carrying X chromosome. Of course, every egg contains X chromosome, but the sperm contains both X chromosome and Y what? Chromosome. So during reproduction,
Yes.
when you release an egg, when you release a sperm, the sperm that is carrying X chromosome may run faster and enriches the egg and fertilize the egg. Remember that the woman, all the eggs carry X chromosome. They don't have Y chromosome. I hope you understand. So if an sperm containing X chromosome comes first and fertilize any of the egg, then fertilization will take place. And then the child becomes what? XS, which means the child, the baby is what? A female. The born a female. I hope you understand. But supposing the Y
Yes.
chromosome was the one that comes first and fertilized the egg, then the fertilized egg now contains XY what? Chromosome. So the baby that is born becomes what?
A boy.
A baby boy. Now, let me ask you
Yes.
now, who determines whether a woman will give birth to a baby, to a boy or a girl?
He's a man.
Very good. Is there any man here? Tunde, are you there? Tunde Godwin, are you there? Okay, it's Tunde that I know is a man.
A man.
Before you now begin to blame your wife that is giving you female. It's you that is giving your family female. Do you understand? Because change your style and bring the sperm that contains what? Y chromosome. Then your wife continue to give you boy. Continue. I hope you understand. I know of a family, a man that is complaining that the wife is only giving him boy. Soldiers. So the wife became pregnant and he was praying that the woman will give birth to a female. Lo and behold, another soldier came out again. I hope you understand. So it's the man that is causing the problem. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then there's some medical doctors that can train the family, that give you some training so that you now know how to produce what, when the Y chromosome comes out early or comes out first, so that you now have a baby or a baby boy or a baby girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
I don't have the idea. I want to gain from that.
I don't have, please, you don't want to pay to that doctor. So, but just know that you don't need to worry yourself about which one comes, because experience has shown that it's not even a male that care for the parents when they are old. It's even the women that take care of their parents. I hope you understand. So in some families, it's the women that are taking care of everything. Meanwhile, in some families, it's men that do that. So anyone God blesses us, we thank God. Is that okay? But the Nigeria population, the village population, believe that man should come in this family. Man should come in this family. That is our village mentality. I hope you understand.
Yes.
But developed country, they don't care. After all, Obama became the president of America. How many children did Obama have? Two girls. That is all he has. He's not worried. I hope you understand. So now let's go to genetic variations. Genetic variations. We have said that variation is when there is what? The tendency of organism to be what? Different. I hope you understand. So it's the difference in DNA sequences between individuals. So differences in DNA sequence. The individuals are not the same because there are differences in DNA sequence. That's what makes the individual to be what? Different. What are the causes of variations? What are the causes of what? Variations. what makes individuals to be different from their parents or to be even different from the young ones. One of the causes is mutation. There could have been what? A mutation. What is a mutation? Mutation is genetic what? Accident. I hope you understand. There could have been a genetic accident or mutation that now make the organism to be different. I know of a family, they have about 5 children, but 2 of those children became albino or become, is it albino? I don't know whether it is albino they are called, but they become so yellow, even their hairs are yellow, their eyes, they can't see very well, you know, that kind of thing. Do you understand? So 2 out of the rest are different. So because of what? Mutation. So mutation can cause, and the mother may during pregnancy maybe is taking alcohol, or he's taking hard drugs, or he's taking smoking Indian hemp, or he has undergone through X-rays, serious X-rays. These are the things that can make the child to the genes of that baby to mutate, and then when the child is born, it will be different from the rest. Do you understand? Another causes of variation is sexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, there is tendency for characters to mix up, and these characters that mix up brings what? Brings new organisms in the population. Then the next,
Please, which module are we?
you say what?
Which units are we?
Unit 2.
Okay, sir. Which module, sir?
Now we have another causes of variation is gene flow. Another cause is gene flow. Movement of genes between different populations can cause variations. Then what are the importance of variation? The variations are important because it allows population to adapt to changing environment. It allows what? Populations to adapt to changing environment or pressures. So, like differences in human blood group, differences in skin color, eye color, enables you to adapt to changing what? Environment. Now, types of variation. We have different types of variation. Single nucleotide polymorphism. When there's a change in a single DNA nucleotide, that is the adenine, cytosine, guanine, or thymine arrangement, it can cause variation. We also have structural variation. So that is all about what? Variations. Now we enter another one topic called mutation. We want to deal with mutation proper. You see, evolution is just like genetics. You can't do evolution without genetics. All these things we are discussing are more of genetics, but we are discussing gender evolution. Because when organisms evolve, they give rise to new organisms. When they evolve, they now give rise to a new organism. And that is what evolution is talking about. So we want to look at mutation. What is mutation? Mutation is a change in the arrangement of genes on the chromosomes.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Is it Abaje that is causing this problem?
Yes, sir. Please, those people that they don't mute their speaker should mute their speaker.
Okay. Please
The
mute.
sound is
The
disturbing.
baby is crying. Thank you. Okay, Abaje, you can now mute your own so that we'll continue. We are talking of mutation. And I ask you, what is mutation? Mutation is genetic accident or change in the arrangement of genes on the chromosome. That is called what? Mutation. And every day of our life, we see new organisms coming up. So this new organism come up because of what? Mutation, a change in the arrangement of genes on the chromosomes. Let's look at types of mutation. There are 2 types of mutations. One is chromosome mutation, and 2 is gene mutation. So mutation can take place on the chromosomes. You remember that I taught you about chromosomes, and I said that chromosomes are that rod-like substance that contains what? The genes, and they are inside the nucleus of the cell. So there can be mutation on the chromosome or mutation on the gene. So these are the two types of what? Mutation. Chromosomal mutation and gene mutation. Can we look at types of chromosomal mutation? Types of chromosomal. But before we go to the types of chromosomal mutation, what are the something that cause mutation? What factors that can cause mutation? We call it mutagenic agents. Mutagenic agents. Give me examples of things, those materials that can cause mutation. We call them what? Mutagen or mutagenic what? Agents. I hope you understand. Mutagens, or mutagenic agents. So we have two types of mutagens. Or mutagens are those things that can cause mutation. So you have two types. We have what? Physical mutagen and chemical mutagen. Physical mutagen and chemical mutagen. Physical mutagen. The physical agents include temperature. Temperature can cause mutation. Another one is aging. As you're becoming old, that's why if you have reached 35 years and you have not yet married, you should become a little bit worried. Do you understand? Because you are getting older and older. By the time you reach 40 years, some women begin to see menopause or see menopause at the age of 40. Some can be 41, 42, 43, 45. So, but before that menopause stage, you know the meaning of menopause, you are no longer seeing menstruation. Before this menopause stage, if you take in just nearer to the menopause, if you take in, you have 50% probability of giving birth to a child that has genetic disorder. I hope you understand. Genetic disorder like Down syndrome. Genetic disorder like Turner syndrome. Genetic disorder like Klinefelter syndrome. Genetic disorder like Cradle-Child syndrome. These are different types of genetic disorder. So if I were you, once you clock 30, make sure you find husband and marry. You are no longer doing Inyanga. I hope you understand.
Thank you very much, sir.
Because that is when you are very young and your genes are very strong. So that if you take it, you have a child, a bouncing baby boy, a bouncing baby girl. I hope you understand. So aging is a physical mutagen. Once you become aging, once you become aged, even the man is involved. If the man becomes too old, if he produces sperm, the genes in the sperm will have mutation. So that even if he fertilizes the egg, that child will be out with Down syndrome. Malnutrition is another physical agent, another physical mutagen. I told you that mutagens are those things that cause mutation. So when you fail to feed your child well, what are you trying to do? Anything can happen. You now have the child will develop what? Genetic disorder. Or when you become pregnant and you are only eating apple in the morning, apple in the afternoon, apple in the night, gari in the morning, gari in the afternoon, gari in the night. And you begin to, the baby you are carrying is not being nourished. What happens? You may have a child with a genetic what? Accident or genetic disorder. So malnutrition, my time is remain 10 minutes. It's warning me that my time remains 10 minutes. So malnutrition is what? Another physical mutagen. So let me go to chemical mutagen. Do you understand? Why I'm teaching you this? So that you'll be very careful. I hope you understand. So malnutrition, you have to feed very well when you are pregnant. I hope you understand. Then you have to have a husband when you are young. Yes. Do you understand? Though husband is not by force, but sometimes you try and be flexible so that you can get and have a good behavior so that you can have a very good husband. Now let us look at chemical mutagen. Are you following me? That means
sir.
Chemical mutagen that are chemically related. I hope you understand. The first one is mustard gas. Mustard gas is a kind of tear gas. I hope you understand. They throw it when there is a riot. Don't allow that thing to smoke. Don't breathe that thing. It can cause mutation. Nitrous acid. Nitrous acid. Then acridine. Acridine dyes. Some of these dyes you use in clothing and use in carrying out genetic studies. Acridine. They are highly what? Mutagenic. I hope you understand. Then alkaloids are highly mutagenic. Drugs, some drugs are highly what? Mutagenic. So before you take any hard drug, like cocaine, like Indian hemp, like heroin, like all these drugs that are now floating, you have to be very, very careful. Then cigarettes and Igbo, cigarettes and what do you call Igbo? What is the name of Igbo? What do you call it? Indian hemp. Indian hemp. Yes. If you are a lady and you are involved in this thing, you are playing with fire. I hope you understand. Because they are chemical what? Mutagen. Do you understand? The worst is drugs. Chemical mutagen. Some creams that you use on your body, I hope you understand, are what? Mutagenic. And that's why when you take some of this cream too much and you have an operation, the body cannot heal again because they have killed all the cells of your body. Do you understand? Some hormones and other growth promoting substance. If you are in athletics, you begin to take some hormones that will make you to be strong. I hope you understand. That make you to be strong so that you can run very fast. Now, you are taking chemical mutagen. I hope you understand. Are you following me now?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
kai, some of ethanol, some of them are written should not be taken by it is industrial ethanol. They will write it in the drum. It's not for human consumption. But when they import it in Nigeria, they dilute it with water and begin to use it to sell and mix with the herbs and then begin to sell it as what? Sachets, what do we call it? All those sachets of things that you are getting. Is industrial ethanol that has been mixed with some plant materials, and we are consuming that. That's why people are suffering from cancer. A lot of people are suffering from cancer and other related diseases. Are you following me? So these are the chemical mutagens. We have talked of physical mutagen and we have talked of chemical mutagens. I hope you understand. Now let's talk of
Yes, sir.
let's now go to types of mutation, types of chromosomal types of mutation. I told you they have chromosomal mutation and gene mutation. Let us now go to gene, to chromosomal mutation and look at the types of chromosomal mutation. So chromosomal mutation is when there is genetic accident, when there is mutation on the chromosome, then that is referred as chromosomal mutation. But when there is a mutation on the genes, position of the genes on the locus, that is called gene what? Mutation. So let's now go to types of chromosomal mutation. There are four main kinds of chromosomal mutation. Four main kinds of chromosomal mutation. One is what you call deletion. Deletion or deficiencies. Delete, to delete is deletion or deficiency. Two is duplication. Two is duplication. Three is inversion. Three is inversion. And four is translocation. Four is translocation. Can I repeat it again? Types of chromosomal mutation. After listing them, then we explain them one by one. The first one is what? Deletion or deficiencies. Second one, number two, duplications. Third one is what? Inversions. Fourth one is what? Translocations. Are you following me? Are you following me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So these are the types of what? Chromosomal mutation. you have deletion or deficiencies, duplications, inversions, and translocations. These are types of what? Chromosomal mutation. Are you following me now? Are you
Yes, sir.
following me?
Yes, sir.
So how many
Yes,
types of
sir.
chromosomal mutation?
4,
4.
sir.
List them.
Deficient.
Deficiency, duplication, inversion, and translocation.
Okay, so let's go to deletion. I hope you understand. Let's go to what? Deletion. Now, if you have a segment of chromosome as long as your table, and all of a sudden, part of the chromosome, you understand? Part of that chromosome is what? Cut off. What do you call it? You say you deletion and take place. For example, that bench that you are sitting on, you may have, the first person may be sitting on the position 1, position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4. Then position 1 can just got cut off. I hope you understand. Remaining 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope you understand. So when you no
Yes.
longer see 1 and you now have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you say deletion has taken place. I hope you understand.
Yes,
I
sir.
hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And you have different types of deletion. Maybe I will not go into that because we are doing evolution, we are not doing genetics, but we also have different types of deletion. Is that okay? We are not going to go into that. Then let's go
Yes.
to the second one, which is what? Duplication.
Duplication.
From the word duplicate, what does it mean?
To copy.
Part of the
Sir.
chromosome is what? Duplicated. I hope you understand.
Yes.
Like you have a chromosome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that your bench. That our bench is a chromosome. Then you have position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So suppose you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go and have an again 5, 6 again. I hope you understand. So 5, 6
Yes.
has repeated twice. Is that not good? That is called what? That is called what?
Duplication.
Duplication. Do you understand? So this involves a duplication of some segment of a chromosome. Do you understand? So that is, so if a region is present, if a region is present 3 or more times instead of the normal 2, it is said to be what? Duplicated. So that is what we mean by duplication. Are you following me, Abeje?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have talked of deletion, which is
And
a cutting
duplicate.
off of a segment of a
Part of
chromosome. And then we have talked of what? Duplication, which is what?
duplication. When the part of a chromosome is repeated.
Repeated. Very good. Very good. So we have different types of duplication, but we are not going to do that because we are not in genetics. Are you following me?
Yes,
The
sir.
next one is what?
Inversion.
Inversion. I hope you understand. Inversion. Inversion. What is inversion? Here, a chromosome breaks into 2 places, and the middle piece then turns around and join up again so that the normal sequence of the